type year, only a 71 QBR. She's a little more hungry this season. 1st and 10. That's complete. In the open field, that is Lauren Ziegler. That took all of about 10 seconds. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Wow, welcome to Atlanta where the players play. What an opening play, just a slant pattern. 3 defenders are there. They overrun Ziegler. She goes coast to coast. Wow, what an opening play for Atlanta.
I got to tell you, that was a simple slant pattern, and you could see their defenders literally giving up on that play.
Board in one play.
That's Chicago's secondary completely lost, and that's the extra point attempt. Good. Converted by Nicole Hulse. Offense, and let the game come to you.
Number 1, Tamika Robinson has to take a snap. Get the ball. They're doing a quarterback sneak. Very conservative first play, but you know what? She's got to get rid of those butterflies.
That is a 2-yard carry by Robinson, and now we meet Chicago's starters.
Kate Mustin, center.
D. Hightower, tight end.
Tori Giles, tight end. Ty Ali, wide receiver.
Jocelyn Gray, wide receiver.
JaVale Thompson, running back. Tamika Robinson, quarterback.
There's no question JaVale Thompson is the key tonight for Chicago. She's going to get a lot of touches.
And there she is, a nice 9-yard carry on a 2nd and 8. Now a 1st and 10 from the Atlanta 24. Another handoff to Thompson. Great tackle by Wachowski as we meet Atlanta's starters.
Rachel Blacklock, defensive end. Dino Jowski, defensive end.
Keon Harrison, middle linebacker.
Lauren Ziegler,
Safety.
Jolie Fizikai, your strong safety.
Amber Clark, corner.
Michelle Marshall, cornerback.
Keeping an eye on cornerback number 10, Amber Clark. She is arguably the number 1 shutdown cornerback in the LFL.
A 2nd and 14 in motion. This offense seems a little out of sync, but JaVale Thompson on a cleanup run, a gain of 9 yards. 3rd and 5, ball at the Atlanta 19-yard line. And you can see that Atlanta defense keying in on the run, but JaVale Thompson able to get the edge and breaks off another 8-yard run and hope the ball bounces your way.
I'm pretty impressed so far. They're moving the football. They're in the red zone already.
1st and 10, ball just outside of the red zone, actually, at the 11-yard line. That's Tamika Robinson.
Dina Hightower and Tori Giles, they are controlling the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 3. Ugly looking handoff. I don't think JaVale Thompson expected it.
We getting this bitch.
But you see there, Tamika drive.
I'll be shocked if they don't give the football to JaVale Thompson again. That's what got it down here. That's what's going to try to get in the end zone.
3rd and goal, toss play to Thompson. That was the entire front line of Atlanta attacking Thompson.
Dane Robinson is the defensive coordinator for Atlanta. They know that Thompson is Chicago right after the quarterback.
Well, you've got an empty backfield now. They're got to throw the ball. 4th and goal. Ball again at the 4-yard line. We've got a bit of motion. A quarterback keeper. Look at the tackle. That is the all-fantasy corner, Amber Clark, not fooled at all.
What a takedown by Clark. That's why she's a shutdown cornerback. Tamika Robb.
1st and 10 after the Chicago offense stalled out. Ball at the 3-yard line, full backfield. Dakota Hughes handing off. That's the rookie, Nicole Hulse. Good open field tackle. Now let's meet Atlanta's starters.
Dino Jowski, the center of the LFL.
Jolie Fizikai, your tight end.
Aubrey Williams, tight end.
Lauren Ziegler, receiver. Michelle Marshall, wide receiver. Nicole Hulse, running back.
Dakota Hughes, quarterback.
Watch for Atlanta's free agent acquisition, Michelle Marshall. She's the bookend this year for Dakota Hughes to throw to opposite Lauren Ziegler.
Something interesting happening down on the field. That's the 3rd straight carry for Nicole Hulse.
When she puts her foot down, she goes north-south in a hurry.
So now a first and 10, 2 plays later. This offense was backed up inside the 3-yard line. They're going to go back to the ground, this time Aubrey Williams. And in fact, we're getting a report now that Kristen Morrison is out of this game. We'll try to get an injury report as this goes on.
That is huge. Kristen Morrison is the Chicago. She's put in her mind, she's been playing 9 years and still one of the best in the game.
Now a little play action, looking down the field, and that was nearly intercepted by Kim Randall.
That ball should have been intercepted by Randall. That could have been a key play. She could have taken that ball for 6. It was right in her hands. Falling backwards, nothing on that ball. That should have been picked off. Huge miss right there, even though it's a broken up pass.
A full backfield, Alfie Gore and Nicole Hulsey. That's Hulsey. Look at the speed to get the edge. And that'll be enough for an Atlanta first down as we wind down the first quarter of action here in Chicago, Illinois. The Atlanta Steam leading it 8-0 behind the wheels of Lauren Ziegler. So a first and 10, ball at the 20 of Chicago. The ball goes to Alfie Gore. We have not called Gore's number tonight. That was a nice looking 6-yard carry. Now a 2nd and 4, ball at the 14. Toss left, back to Hulse. And that's Hulse in the open field. A lot of speed. That was a 9-yard carry, setting up a 1st and goal.
Standing passing attack. Wow, what an offense for Atlanta.
1st and goal, full backfield. Aubrey Williams. Touchdown Atlanta on a tight end release play. Great mixture of the run and pass game on this drive.
What deception by Dakota Hughes. I'm glad she came out of retirement. She's a generational quarterback.
Paying early dividends for the Atlanta Steam. That's the extra point, easy. Connection with Jolie Afezikai. So now Atlanta up 16-0. Now could be lost at least for this game. 1st and 10, toss left. That's Javille Thompson. Meet Keon Harrison. And that's Lauren Ziegler late to clean up. A loss of a yard. 14. Full backfield set. You got a receiver in motion. Robinson fakes the handoff. Gonna throw the ball. No. Now electing to keep it and loses it. Chicago may have recovered. Robinson was blown up. And you could see that's your starting quarterback down right now.
You can tell she's a rookie quarterback. She has time to throw, but she's a runner. She chooses to run and gets blown up against the wall. I hope she's okay.
This could be absolutely devastating for a Chicago roster already very inexperienced. They've already lost Kristen Morrison. They could ill afford to lose Tamika Robinson.
Their starting quarterback, hopefully she's not injured, but she tried to run the ball instead of throwing it, and she got popped.
We will take an injury timeout.
Time for Chicago.
So a 3rd and 14, ball at the Chicago 11. Ugly looking handoff to Javille Thompson. Thompson limited to a 1-yard carry. Back to punt. A high snap. And that is an ugly looking punt. I'm not sure if that was deflected. That will net all of 3 yards. That's like things are becoming unraveled for Chicago.
Absolutely. In a rivalry, you have to have 2 good teams. Right now, there's only 1.
1st and 10, an interesting looking toss. That was kicked out to Key Tibbs, another rookie. That'll be a gain of 5 yards.
Not sure why Hulse isn't in the game right now. I know they want to get time to Key Higgs, but Hulse is coming back in. That's a good sign for Atlanta.
Let's go down to the sideline with Heidi Golznig.
Thanks, guys. After checking in with LFL Medical, it appears that Kristen Morrison has suffered a lower body serious injury. Her return is unlikely. Back to you guys.
Wow, that is a dagger to the Chicago defense. Without her in the middle, this is going to be a field game for Dakota Hughes in Atlanta.
2nd and 5 handoff. Aubrey Williams, who already has a touchdown tonight, breaks off an 8-yard carry.
Aubrey Williams, another weapon for Dane Robinson and Mark White with this Atlanta offense.
So a 1st and goal, release play. Jolie Afezikai, touchdown Atlanta.
What a pass by Dakota Hughes. She feathered it in there. Chaz Dusant was supposed to be on top of Fezekai. She's late getting to the ball. Fezekai just throw it high, and she goes and gets it. She hasn't dropped one yet tonight.
And that's a tossed right. Key Tibbs, all types of rookies contributing on the offensive side of the ball for Atlanta. Turned into 24-0, and we're not even at halftime. That's a toss to Javille Thompson, nowhere to go. Amber Clark playing an all fantasy level early in the season. And head coach Keith Hack, who's been here 9 years, parted ways with the team. They brought in another coach. This is the second head coach of one off season. That pass was intended for Deanna Hightower. A bit of frustration.
Doing that bullshit. Hey, she keeps doing that bullshit. She keeps hitting people after the fucking play, trash asshole. Because your fucking team is trash.
Lauren
into a possible passing play. 3rd and 10 from the about 12-yard line. Dusant back to pass into the flat, nearly intercepted. That was the second ball right through the hands of Deanna Hightower. So this is Amber Vanderhayden back to punt once again. Her previous only netted 3 yards. Vanderhayden gets under this one, and that's muffed. Nicole Holsey, who's had otherwise a great first half, muffs the punt.
just the break Chicago needed. When would you think you're going to use a punt as an offensive weapon? But it worked. She muffed the ball. Chicago got it. They got a chance to get on the board right now.
That's Tasha Sloss getting on the football and giving Chicago an opportunity here.
Big chance for Chicago.
Time remaining, over a minute with a timeout, but no offense to speak of. Handoff to Javille Thompson, and this defense is keying in on Thompson right now.
Right now, Kate Meston, the center, is getting blown away. Anytime the defensive line can get penetration like that, it makes the running back bubble. It stops them from going north to south, going outside, and that's what happens.
You've got to get it in the air here at some point, and that's Tamika Robinson back in the game. So we'll see if they open it up here.
Great sign for Chicago. Tamika Robinson back in the game. She's a playmaker. She's not a great quarterback, but you put the ball in her hands, she'll make something happen.
I want to watch out for tight end releases to Hightower. Here. I want to go. Just keep it simple. Just go spike. Keep it simple. Like I said, watch for that tight end release from Hightower. Here we go. Bounce back. Here we go. Here we go. Earn it on me. Earn it on three. 1, 2, 3.
Defensive coordinator Dane Robinson telling his defense to watch that tight end release, Hightower. But if I'm Chicago, I'm not sure I'd throw that pass to Hightower. Twice it went through her hands.
2nd and goal now. Ball at the Atlanta 11-yard line. So the defense does have to remain in that 3-yard cushion till you get to the red zone. That is the 10-yard line. Javille Thompson in the backfield. They're going to fake it to Thompson. Inside handoff. Tori Giles all the way down to about the 3-yard line.
Finally.
Correct it. Open your fucking eyes and get the job done next time. If you don't get it done, I'll find somebody else that will. Open your eyes. Same thing, we go lock black, fill your gaps, contain your edges. I'm not gonna say it twice. Get it done here, all right? If they go, I think we can go 5.
And you've got all 7 defenders in the box. That's Tamika Robinson. Who wants it more? Touchdown, Chicago.
Finally. Tamika Robinson with some help from Javille Thompson pushing her in. We've seen that Chicago play before years back. Quarterback sneak and then push the quarterback in. Finally gets on the board. Who knows? Maybe they can make a comeback in the second half.
All 7 defenders stacked in the box against Atlanta. They're going to try to get the edge with the speed of Robinson. And they're going to convert. Chicago now capitalizing on that muffed punt. Draw closer, 24-8. Now that Dane Robinson used defensively could have been really opportune here. 29 seconds, quick dump off. This is Lauren Ziegler in the open field. Kind of a shoelace tackle as the clock continues to run here.
That was a very interesting tunnel screen. Somehow, some way, get the ball in Lauren Ziegler's hands.
3rd and 2 at the Atlanta 23-yard line. Hughes with a deep drop, rolling left. Defenders all around her and just overshooting her target. That'll set up a 4th and 2 now. What do? You got 2 seconds. Do you get out of the half or do you try to get something down the field?
If you know Lauren Ziegler and Dakota Hughes, they're going to go for it.
Hughes taking them
like this.
You could see Marshall flanked out to the bottom of your screen. Lauren Ziegler at the top. Marshall in motion, rolling right. Dakota Hughes looking to Marshall. Complete. In the open field, Marshall down to the 5, to the 4. A touchdown saving tackle. And that will bring us to the end of the half. Finally, a stop by this Chicago defense.
That's unbelievable. Last year's cardiac kid was Michelle Marshall in Austin. Now the old cardiac kid throwing to the new cardiac kid. I love Michelle Marshall in Atlanta playing with Dakota Hughes. This is exciting to watch.
So Chicago making this a ball game late in the second quarter. We now go down to the field with Heidi Kolsnick.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Atlanta's lady linebacker, Dina Wojcicki. Dina, Atlanta looked as good as expected in that first half. Are you sending a message to the rest of the LFL?
I mean, really, we're all just trying to come out here and gel. I mean, obviously, it's the first time a lot of these girls are playing together, so we got to come up here, set pace, set tempo. I think we're doing that, establishing the line. Fucking playing good D. Sorry, cuss. My bad. yeah, it looks good. The shit looks good.
Best of luck in the second half. Back to you guys.
Like, there's nothing to it. Defense, keep it up. We have to fucking block. I'm getting my ass kicked. You can't just patty cake and get the fuck on. Stay on your blocks. They bitching us right now. They are literally bitching us right now.
Wait the fuck up, y'all. Let's go.
We got a player down right now. They don't get no fuck. The game still goes on. We playing for her right now.
Chicago will need to capitalize on that time of possession to have any chance at rallying. Here we go. The second half is next.
Second half.
1st and 10, ball at the 15 of Chicago. And here we go. We may get our first pass of the night. Tamika Robinson from the shotgun, looking left into the flat and well short. Again, pass intended for Deanna Hightower. Thompson did manage 28 yards, and we've got our first penalty of the night. You can see Dina Wojcicki kicking the ball over. We'll hear from our head referee, Dane Washington.
False start, offense.
All right, so we've got a false start on Chicago, not the way you'd want to start the second half. That'll back them up and make it a 2nd and 15.
Not at all. The whole Chicago offense has been Javelle Thompson. Right there, they tried to throw the football, but the scheme's not there. They're going backwards right now.
This looks like Tamika Robinson coming late back into the game. You could see just a lot of confusion. This team is not ready for prime time. That is obvious. 2nd and 15, Robinson under center. The ball goes to Javelle Thompson, and Thompson getting into the second layer of the defense. That was a good-looking 7-yard carry.
The play, one deep pass. Look where the safeties are.
And look at this, just pure confusion. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason in the Chicago offense. It's literally snap the ball back, and this is Sandlot football.
Oh, they're throwing hands.
Chill out, bro.
Game at quarterback, the 5'9", 160-pound quarterback, a Cam Newton type, so she may run it here herself. Snap back, looking into the flat, not even close. Pass intended once again for Deanna Hightower.
It's been completed so far.
1st and 10. They're going to keep it on the ground. That's Nicole Hulse picking up where she left off in the first half.
Dane Robinson is attacking the weakness in the Chicago defense, and that is Kristen Morrison not being there. There we go again.
Nicole Hulse back-to-back big runs, 9 yards on the first carry, another 8 on this one. That'll set up a 1st and goal for Atlanta.
Chaz Duson, the free safety, late to the party again. She can't get to Holmes. Watch Holmes make a cut right here. It's not till 8 yards down the field where Chaz comes in, the free safety. She has to plug that hole up. 6 tackles. Chicago's secondary doesn't even come up.
That's a 1st and goal toss play. Nicole Hulse, this time able to contain Hulse, or at least limit her to a 4-yard carry.
8. You can measure by her heart, though.
2nd and goal handoff. They're going to go to the power back. That's Alfie Gore.
Playing tonight, and that's Atlanta.
3rd and goal, ball at the 2. Hughes going to keep it herself. That's Nicole Hulse, could not hold her block. Hughes will lose 3 yards on the carry.
Tate Blase making a name for herself on defense. That's some aggressive play by the Chicago defender right there. That's the first we've seen all night.
You could see on the outside, that's Nicole Hulse trying to hold her block against Kim Randall.
Team from going in.
4th and goal, they're going to go back to the workhorse. Nicole Hulse. Hulse trying to use that speed, but could not get into the end zone. So hold the presses here, Bobby Hugh.
They can move the football.
1st and 10, the Chicago offense backed up inside their own 1-yard line. That's Robinson under center. Handoff to Javille Thompson, and can Thompson get out of the end zone? Yeah, they're going to give her forward progress at about the 1-yard line. Here in the 3rd quarter, Tamika Robinson remains in under center. A Y handoff. That was fumbled and picked up. Tori Giles, finally some positive yardage. A carry of 10 yards and a 1st down.
That's a great play for them. That's the most successful play all night. They had an 8-yard run in the first half. It's a Y under. She fumbles the football, but makes an athletic play, picks it up for big yardage.
You're starting to see a little more confidence on the Chicago side of the ball.
Quarter, then lose the game. He's trying to teach his team to own the 4th quarter.
1st and 10, ball at the 12. Robinson from the shotgun. Buying time, looking down the field. Intercepted. Lauren Ziegler, like a center fielder, just what Chicago was hoping to avoid after building some momentum at the end of the 3rd quarter.
You know, right now Robinson's playing the quarterback position, but just because you watch Bruce Lee movies doesn't mean you know karate. Bad throw.
How about the effort on the Hall of Fame safety, Lauren Ziegler, to get her hands under that football? In fact, our own Heidi Goldsnick sat down with Ziegler to talk about her LFL journey.
Lauren, you have enjoyed a storied career in the LFL, including Hall of Fame induction. Entering your 9th year in the LFL, describe how the journey has been for you.
This journey's been everything to me. You know, I get to play a sport that I love, but more than that, I've created relationships and friendships that I will treasure forever. Dakota Hughes, my best friend. She'll be in my wedding. She'll be my maid of honor. Dina, Adrian, people that have changed how I do things in life, you know, and gave me the confidence to be the person that I am today. The Hall of Fame. I've played so many sports and been excellent at so many things in life, but this is something that I felt like all my hard work actually paid off, you know, and I could be a pioneer for this league to where, you know, 10 years from now, girls will be like, I remember that girl. I used to watch her when I was little. You know, that's something that I treasure, you know, and to be able to do this in front of thousands of people every weekend is something I will treasure forever.
Just a class act. Lauren Ziegler been doing this 5 years left also if she wants to play.
Now it looks like Chicago maybe has 6 defenders out on the field. Unbelievable personnel issues now. Now a safety comes in. That safety was playing about 20 yards deep. Nonetheless, Jolie Efezikai, lack of confidence in Efezikai, at least early on, she's dispelled all of that. That's Alfie Gore showing some muscle, and she may have lost the football here. They're going to give her credit for only a 2-yard carry. I thought Alfie Gore in the backfield. They're going to go to Gore. No, they're going to give it to Williams. Williams fumbled the ball. I don't even think she was expecting the handoff.
There was definite miscommunication between Dakota Hughes and Gore. Hughes handed her football, but she was trying to block. They got lucky getting the ball back.
Green. That's Aubrey Williams and Alfie Gore. Again to Williams. What a hit at the goal line. That was delivered by Chaz Dusson, but they're going to give Williams the touchdown.
What a hit. Finally, Dusson came up and made a great hit, but it's too late. Williams crossed the plane, but a great stick.
Williams paying. That's up for a 2-point conversion. From under center, they're going to go to Hulls. Hulls trying to find a hole. I think if there's been one bright spot, it's been the play of Chaz Dusson, at least defensively for Chicago.
Chaz Dusson is a different player here in the second half. She got a lot more fire. Again, it's only her first game.
And then you've got the Omaha Heart, who's the ultimate wild card. So you got to say Atlanta, as it stands, is the predominant leader in the Eastern Conference.
I'm really impressed from top to bottom. Dane Robinson and Mark White put together quite the team. But as always, will they finish the deal?
Chicago just trying to build momentum going into week 2. That's an open receiver dropped by Labyrinthia Murdoch.
Murdoch had the coverage beat. Finally, Chicago opens it up. Where was this in the first quarter? A great pass by Tamika Robinson.
This team during training camp, and I can tell you, there are several pieces that are currently on the sideline that should be contributing on the field. And I got to tell you, Dina Hightower is not one of those.
Dina Hightower, I'll tell you what, she dropped 2 balls right there, no yardage. But Sid Lewis, you're right, he's got to assess this team. Figure out who's a player, who's not a player, who's going to win for him, because they have some talent, but they're just not showing it.
Great open field tackle there, chomping down Deanna Hightower.
All the intangibles, offensively and defensively.
4th and 5, looking down the field, and this time, Murdoch. Labyrinthia Murdoch not dropping this one, so they went back to the same play.
Tamika Robinson stays in the pocket, delivers a strike under Lauren Ziegler. Perfect pass to Murdoch. Chicago looking like an offense right now.
That'll set up Chicago. An empty back set. You can see a little more confidence with Robinson under pressure. Now trying to make something happen with their legs. Great impact running over Lauren Ziegler. Let's listen in. Position, but I like her leadership and I like how she plays gutsy.
She is a gutsy quarterback. Again, I blame the coach, Sid Lewis. He's got to put a better scheme on this offense. The talent's there.
2nd and goal. That was a 1-yard carry by Javille Thompson. As 3rd and goal at the 5. Handoff, Emma Vanderheiden. Vanderheiden managing to get it down to about the 1-yard line.
What a block by Kate Meston, the center, just blowing people away. It looks like a different years, and she's not in the ballgame.
And now you've got all 7 defenders stacked at the line of scrimmage on a 4th and goal. Tamika Robinson is not going to get there. Great interior defense by Atlanta. Back to LFL football night. You can see Lauren Ziegler and Dane Robinson having some fun on the sideline. I really think Atlanta is sending a message, not only to the Eastern Conference, but perhaps also throughout the league.
Absolutely. If I'm in Austin right now, if I'm in LA, if I'm everywhere, Atlanta's for real this year. Lauren Ziegler is back playing better football than she ever has. This team's for real.
A full backfield set. Handoff. That's Key Tibbs. And I'll tell you what, Tibbs quietly is having a pretty good night. That was a 9-yard carry. Yard line. And now we've got a lot of rookies in the game for Atlanta. That is number 2, Kristen Mattis. Mattis not able to get the edge. No gain on the play as the clock. Now we're nearing the 30-second mark. Just getting out of here. This is Dakota Hughes from the shotgun. An ill-advised toss. Tibbs lit up. And this is what I don't understand. If you're Dane Robinson, this should be the final play of the game. 18 seconds. That's Atlanta keeping it on the ground with Melody Wyatt. Wyatt getting her first action of the night. So Atlanta comes on the road in Chicago to take on their rival. Obviously not the same Chicago Bliss they're used to. And they pick up a pretty big road win.
Atlanta showed the LFL who they are. It's the opening night for them, but they played solid football. Really impressed with the quarterback, Dakota Hughes. She's on fire coming back into the season. 3 touchdown passes today. I'm anxious to see how far these teams go.
And for Chicago, not a lot of time to lick your wounds. They will be in Austin in 2 weeks. The road doesn't get much easier.
They got to step their game up. They have a hard schedule. This team right here cannot beat Austin or anybody right now until they get that offense on track.
Winning the Legends Cup last year, they're going to have the toughest schedule. Let's go down to the field with Heidi.
Guys, I'm with Atlanta's victorious signal caller, Dakota Hughes. Dakota, it appears you guys have established yourselves as the team in the Eastern Conference. How much confidence will this give you guys?
I mean, it's obviously great to have a win. I am pretty disappointed in our play, if I'm being honest. I'm a perfectionist, and I don't like how we displayed ourselves on offense and defense. I'll give credit when credit's due. It was good, but it's a first game. It's always going to be a little bit sloppier than as the season progresses. So we'll work on those little things. I'm not worried about it. So we'll just be ready to get better. So.
All right. Despite the lack of perfection, congrats on the huge road win.